The internet wasn't ready for what happened next. One moment, fans were counting down the days until the final chapter of Stranger Things. And the next, timelines were absolutely spiraling over one unexpected transformation. Screenshots flooded social media, memes exploded overnight, and one phrase echoed across the fandom louder than anything else: Daddy Will. Yes, Will Byers, the once quiet kid lost in the shadows of Hawkins, suddenly became the internet's newest obsession. And at the center of it all was Noah Schnapp, watching the chaos unfold in real time. For years, Will Byers was known as the sensitive soul of Stranger Things, the boy who survived the Upside Down, the kid haunted by visions, trauma, and unspeakable darkness. He wasn't written to be the heartthrob. He was written to be the heart. But as the final season approached, something shifted. Fans noticed it instantly. The posture was different. The energy was heavier. The presence was stronger. And suddenly, people weren't just talking about the end of the series. They were talking about a glow-up no one saw coming. When Noah Schnapp was asked about the viral memes, even he seemed amused by how far it all went. The internet had crowned Will Byers as the hunk of Hawkins, jokingly telling longtime fan favorite Steve Harrington to step aside. It was playful, exaggerated, and totally on brand for a fandom that thrives on chaos. Screenshots zoomed in on Will's face, his stance, his silhouette. Some fans joked they needed to wipe the blood from their nose, while others simply stared in disbelief, wondering how the shy kid from Season 1 turned into this commanding presence in Season 5. Naturally, one question kept coming up again and again. Did Noah Schnapp hit the gym to prepare for the final season? The answer, as it turns out, is layered. Yes, he did spend more time working out during that year, but not for the reasons people might assume. For Noah, it wasn't about aesthetics. It was about strength, internal and external. He wanted to feel stronger so he could channel a different side of Will Byers, one that hadn't been fully unleashed before. This wasn't the frightened boy hiding in a shed. This was someone more animalistic, more powerful, and more deeply connected to the darkness threatening their world. That darkness, of course, has enemy, Vecna. As the final season leans into its most intense territory yet, Will Byers is no longer just a victim of the Upside Down. He is entwined with it. Noah Schnapp describes tapping into something raw and primal, an energy that mirrors the looming threat of Vecna himself. This version of Will isn't just surviving anymore. He's standing his ground, and that shift is written all over his performance. Then came the jokes that took things even further. Fans laughed about Will's snatched waist, joking that there must be weight loss injectables hidden somewhere in the Upside Down. The rumors spiraled so wildly that Noah Schnapp had to shut them down with humor of his own, crediting the transformation to something completely unexpected: Zumba. It was all in good fun, but it also highlighted just how intense the fan scrutiny had become. Behind the scenes, the reality was far more technical. Season 5 blends practical effects with heavy CGI, and some of what fans are seeing is the result of digital enhancements, rather than real-life changes. Still, even Noah admits that his waist has never looked quite like it does on screen. That illusion is part of the magic of Stranger Things, where reality bends, bodies change, and the supernatural seeps into every frame. The final season doesn't just raise the stakes, it reshapes everything fans thought they knew about the characters, especially Will Byers. But the glow-up isn't the most important transformation Will goes through this season. The emotional core of his story hits much deeper. One of the most powerful moments in the final chapter revolves around Will Byers coming out to his friends and family. For Noah Schnapp, filming this scene was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of his career. The weight of the moment wasn't lost on anyone involved. This wasn't just a plot point, it was a message. The scene was filmed in the middle of the night, around 2 or 3 in the morning, due to scheduling constraints. The set was quiet, the energy heavy, and when the cameras rolled, something extraordinary happened. Most of Will's emotional speech came out in the very first take. According to the creators, it was as if everything Noah had been holding inside simply poured out. There was no overthinking, no hesitation, just raw truth. What makes the moment even more powerful is the way it reframes Will's identity. Instead of treating his sexuality as a weakness, the story presents it as a strength, something that gives him clarity, courage, and connection. It sends a message to kids watching around the world. Who you are is not something to hide. It's your superpower. For a show as globally influential as Stranger Things, that message carries enormous weight. As the series races toward its final episode, fan theories are reaching a fever pitch. Social media is flooded with speculation, some wild, some surprisingly insightful. Rumors of a secret extended cut of the finale have been debunked, while theories about a possible Vecna redemption arc continue to divide the fandom. And then there's the revelation that changes everything: the truth about the Upside Down. After years of mystery, the show finally confirms that the Upside Down is a wormhole to another dimension. This revelation was originally planned all the way back in season 2, but the creators kept pushing it back, waiting for the right moment. Now, with only one episode left, it finally feels earned. The stakes are clear, the enemy is defined, and the final battle is inevitable. For Will Byers, this revelation is deeply personal. No one is more connected to the Upside Down than he is. His body, his mind, his memories, they've all been shaped by it. As the group prepares for one last stand against Vecna, Will's role becomes more crucial than ever. This isn't just about fighting a monster. It's about confronting trauma, reclaiming identity, and closing a chapter that began the night he disappeared. The 2-hour series finale of Stranger Things is set to stream on Netflix at 8 p.m. Eastern on New Year's Eve, and the cast is bracing themselves for the emotional impact. For Noah Schnapp, the most meaningful part of filming has always been when the entire group is together. Those moments are chaotic, loud, and filled with laughter, the exact opposite of the darkness their characters face on screen. It's in that chaos that the heart of the show truly lives. As the countdown begins, one thing is certain: Will Byers is no longer just the kid who went missing. He's a symbol of growth, resilience, and unexpected power. And Noah Schnapp, through vulnerability and strength, has delivered a performance that will be remembered long after the lights go out in Hawkins. The memes may fade, but the impact of this final season, and the boy at its center, will last forever.